Hey guys, so yesterday we talked about inventorying our garden, looking for things to plant, ordering seeds if we need to, and things like that. So I wanted to talk a little bit about things you may already have in your home that you don't even realize you can plant. You probably have a bowl like this, which has garlic. Some of it's been taken apart, some of it hasn't been. Maybe an old onion, and you're wondering what you can do with that. So the onion, the one that we're looking at here in question, is soft, it's mushy, it is yucky. So what can we do with that? We can do nothing with that. We're going to toss it. Garlic, this one feels a little soft, but it's firm. This one is firm too. This one is kind of coming apart, it's starting to dry out, but these are all okay. Traditionally, we plant garlic in the fall for the best and the biggest size heads, but we can also plant them in the spring. We won't get the big beautiful head crops that we normally would, but we'll learn this year and we'll grow next year. So if you have garlic in your house, hopefully it's organic, non-sprayed, and from the United States, but try anything. I mean, what else are you going to do with it? Throw it away, right? So start planting it. Just right now, go into your kitchen, put aside anything, figure out a place where you can plant it, and put it in the ground tomorrow. I saved garlic and planted it in the fall, but I still had all this extra that I'm going to give away to my friends. Actually, these all did really well. Here's an elephant garlic starting to already sprout. Garlic. But something else I did too is I didn't have a banner year for my onions, so I saved a lot of my onions that were like this, like too small to do much with, like a pearl onion. And I thought, hey, well, I wonder if I can treat this like an onion set. You know, the onions you buy like this already in the package, you plant them and they grow into a big onion. So I'm going to try that this year. I've got a lot of these that I saved, and some of them, are beginning to sprout. So we're going to try that. We're going to plant these, and we're going to see if they grow. So I'll put them in a particular area, and we'll see. Otherwise I would have just had to throw these away. So no harm, no foul, right? We'll give that a try. The other thing you probably have in your house somewhere are a bunch of, let me fix this, potatoes. So organic potatoes are best, but you don't have to use them. But if your potatoes are starting to look like this, we can plant them. It's a little too early to plant them because you want you want the ground to dry out a little bit, otherwise they're going to start rotting. But this potato, you see there's what we call an eye. That's an eye that doesn't have anything in it yet. Let's see, can I focus? Yeah, that's an eye. So this is an eye that's got a root. This is an eye that has a root. You can see these are two different root systems. There's an eye with a root. So this potato, 1, 2, 3, 4, will make 4 plants. So I'll just take a knife. Oh, actually, I have a knife. You guys like it? It's my new Buck 286, the lady camo. Ooh, love it. Okay, so we're going to just cut that way. How sharp that is. So cut it in half. So I've got 2 on this half, 2 plants on this half, and then I'm going to cut that in half. So now I have 4 different plants from one potato. And again, these are already potatoes I had in the house, right? So I can plant these. Don't cut them, don't get them ready, other than keeping them in a brown paper bag until you're ready to plant them. So just keep them in that bag, and then when it's time to plant, we'll talk about it, and then you can take them out into your yard. And then we'll cut them and wait a day for it to it gets what we call a scab, so this will kind of grow over and harden up a little bit. It'll get a callus or a scab, and then we can plant this directly into the ground, and from this you'll get anywhere from 1 huge to several small potatoes. I don't even know what kind of potatoes these are. Russets or something, I suppose. This potato looks like it started to grow and stop, so it's probably a dud. Not really good seed potato, but you can tell, you know, look at all these. So start looking at your potatoes, and if they look like they're going to start growing, just put them in a bag and put them into your garage. Okay, so one more thing about the garlic I forgot to mention. So you go into your house, you've got the garlic, you found it, you're getting ready to plant it. Put aside all the garlic you want to plant and put it in a brown paper bag and pop it into the refrigerator, the fridge, for about 3 or 4 days. We want to get it down, well, how about a week? Let's put it in for a week. Get it down to around 40 degrees. It needs to be cold. And then we're going to go ahead and plant it in the yard. Some web pages will tell you it's too early to plant garlic, and they'll tell you it's too early to plant onions. In my area, which is zone 8A, I'm in south northern Oregon, but let me tell you why I'm planting them. So this is why I'm getting ready to plant my garlic that I missed or that I have in the house. This is all stuff I planted in the fall. It needs to get cold, and then it will start growing again when the weather is right, and obviously the weather is right, otherwise these wouldn't be growing, right? Okay, and now through the magic of video, we're over to the big garden, and I missed pulling up a lot of onions last year, but see, they overwintered, so they're basically a set that overwintered. It was a small onion. I missed pulling it out, probably because the top died off and I picked them too late. But look, they're all coming up. So if they're coming up, that means it's time, in my mind, for me to plant them. So I'm going to plant. Again, I'm in zone 8A. Let's see how far they go down. You may be in a colder zone, so you may need to wait. Look around your yard. See if stuff is coming up. My daffodils are all up. My Swiss chard, which you should grow Swiss chard because it almost never dies all the way back. Very nutrient-rich food. Is up like crazy. We've been eating it for days now. So take a look around. So read what you read. Listen to people on YouTube like me. But use your own eyes and your own judgment. And buy yourself a soil thermometer and check the temperature of the soil. So I have one in the ground. Let's go take a peek at that. So this is a regular thermometer that I should not really be using for the garden. I've lost my garden thermometer, so I just ordered a new one, but who knows when it's going to get here. It's telling me it's about 55 degrees in the test garden. Usually the beds are a little warmer. I tested it in there and it's also 55 degrees, so it's at the bare minimum for these veggies to start growing, but they are. And let's see, you can see too, I've got beets that I missed that overwintered, and they're popping up. So I'm going to start all this kind of stuff in the greenhouse in the next few days too. But anyway, so when you're doing your inventory, check your potatoes, check your garlic, check some onions, see what you have, make use of what you have. And if you're wondering if you can plant something, just ask and let's figure it out together. So let me know if you have any questions, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.